Through this video, we are going to study about fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Especially these two theorems are based on definite integrals. Before theorems, you should know area function, which is related with theorems of integral calculus. Y equal to fx, function is given here, curve of function is drawn. Area under the curve from x equal to a to x equal to b, and above x-axis is given by here with colored area. If we want to find area under the curve above the x-axis from x equal to a to x equal to b, already we have covered one method. By limit of a sum we can find the area. Now using theorems directly we are going to study the method by which we can calculate the area without using the formula of limit of a sum. If a is less or equal to x, less or equal to b, means x is any real number between a and b, then ax means area between the curve and x-axis from x equal to a to x equal to x, a to x, between these represented by ax, we can find using formula integration of a to x fx dx, and that is known as area function. If x equal to b, in place of x we write p, then you can find we are going to find the area from x equal to a to x equal to b. But remember, value of x between a and b. By chance if x equal to a, then area will be 0, because x equal to a to x equal to a. If upper limit and lower limit both is same, then area between the curve and x-axis will be 0. The first fundamental theorem of integral calculus is given as let fx be defined and continuous in closed interval ab. It is a function, it is defined and continuous from x equal to a to x equal to b. Then area function ax we can write as integration of a to x fx dx for a is less or equal to x less than b, where a dash x means fx, or you can say differentiation of a dash x is fx or integration of fx is ax for all x belongs ab. And second fundamental theorem of integral calculus is given by let fx be a function defined and continuous in closed interval. Integration of fx dx is capital Fx. Then integration of a to b fx dx we can write as integration of fx is capital Fx, and lower limit right here, upper limit b, and apply the limits. Means value of fx at x equal to b minus value of fx at x equal to a, and you will get required area. For example, we want to find area under the curve y equal to 2x above x-axis from x equal to 1 to x equal to 5. So directly we can solve it using this formula, which is known as second theorem of integral calculus. Since integration of 2x dx is x square plus c, therefore integration of 1 to 5 2x dx we can write as x square plus c 1 to 5 as written in bracket. Same process. First in place of x write down 5 square plus c minus fa means in place of x write down 1 square plus c. You will get 25 plus c minus 1 minus c equal to 24. It implies for any value of c it will cancel out. Therefore we can write in case of different integral no requirement to write c here, because c will cancel out, and directly we can solve it. Integration of 1 to 5 2x dx as x square 1 to 5. First, in place of x, write down 5. So 5 square minus 1 square equal to 25 minus 1 equal to 24. And in this pattern, you can calculate the value of definite integral. Substitution in definite integral. If it is required, is change the variable in definite integral. Then we can substitute. But at the time of substitution, remember, limits of definite integral must be changed. To change the limits of definite integral, remember, if x equal to a, find the value of t, and let t equal to m if x equal to a, and when x equal to b, let the value of t equal to n. Then we can write a to b f dx as m to n f of gt g dash x dx. Now one example on this by substitution method. Question is find 1 to 3 integration cos log x upon x dx. For solving it, let I equal to 1 to 3 cos log x upon x dx. If t equal to log x, then dt by dx equal to 1 upon x or dt equal to 1 upon x dx. It implies in place of 1 upon x dx we can write as dt, and value of log x is t. Now you have to change the limit also. To change the limit, if x equal to 1, find the value of t using formula. Since t equal to log x, if x equal to 1, then t equal to log 1, and value of log 1 is 0. When x equal to 3, value of t equal to log 3. Now, question we can write as I equal to 1 to 3 cos log x upon x dx. Now, substitute at x equal to 1, t equal to 0, write down t equal to 0 here. If x equal to 3, value of t is log 3, then log 3 written. Here cos in place of log x, t, cos t, and 1 upon x dx as dt. In this process, we can change the limits, and then integration of cos t is sin t. Apply limits. In place of t, first write down log 3, so sin log 3 minus sin 0, and value of sin 0 is 0. Therefore, result is I equal to sin log 3. Hence, integration of 1 to 3 cos log x upon x dx equal to sin log 3. One more question. Find the value of 0 to 1 x e power x dx. Your first task, you have to integrate it. X e power x means apply the formula of integration by part. And integration by part, first function, because first function you will select on the basis of rule ILATE, ILATE. Since last exponential function is, therefore first we take x, first function, and e power x, second function. First function, integration of second, minus integration of differentiation of first into integration of second dx, and then you have to apply limits. So first to solve inside the bracket, then we can apply limits. X integration of e power x is e power x minus integration of e power x dx 0 to 1. Again, because differentiation of x is 1 and integration of e power x is e power x, integration of e power x remains. One more step, x e power x minus integration of e power x is e power x 0 to 1. First, in place of x write down 1 to 1 into e power 1 minus e power 1 minus in place of x write 0. 0 into e power 0 minus e power 0. Further simplify. E minus e, 1 into e means e minus e 0, minus 0 into e power 0, so 0 into 1 means 0, minus minus plus, and e power 0 is 1, which is equal to 1. In this pattern you can calculate 0 to 1 x e power x dx equal to 1. It implies if any question is given based on different integral, easy for you to directly integrate and apply limits, you will get result. Now some questions for practice. In question number 1, evaluate 1 to 2 x log x dx. So first you have to integrate it by integration by part and you will get result. Second, e power x by 3 dx. You can use substitution method. Let x by 3 equal to t, and after that you can solve. Or directly also you can integrate it. Because e power x by 3 integration is e power x by 3 into upon 1 by 3. It's your choice. Now, in question number 3, sin log x upon x dx. Already we have discussed about cos log x upon x dx. Same pattern you can solve it. Now you have to complete and give the answer.